Hello and welcome to the Bearded Barsmith. I wanted to start doing some video stuff. I had some requests from people that asked if I could do a video to actually show them how I'm making drinks and whatnot, and so I thought I would answer that request. I think it'd be fun to show different drinks I've been making and different cool little weird sciencey stuff that I've been having fun with. So as you see in the table, you're kind of wondering, what in the world am I going to be making? For one, there's eggs and syrup and all this stuff, and for two, there's no actual alcohol. Well, today for this first video, I am actually going to show you a little toy that I've been having a lot of fun playing with, that the cocktail community has really expanded the window of uses that it can do. And that is this guy right here. This is a cream whipping siphon. So initially this was developed to make whipped cream, obviously. And it does a really fantastic job with that. But you can also use it to do a lot of other stuff. And for this particular video, I'm going to show you how to make an egg foam. Now, you may ask, if you're just doing a drink like a sour that has egg in it, why don't you just shake it with the drink? Well, you could do it that way, but for one, this makes it a richer egg foam, and for two, doing it this way, you can do flavored egg foam. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you my whole process of actually making this. So to start off, you do want to make sure that the siphon is cold. So leading up to starting this video, I've actually had some ice inside chilling it. You might be able to see the condensation around the outside. So I'm just going to dump that into here and we'll get started. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to show you a recipe that I actually got from Jamie Boudreau, and this is a lemon and maple syrup whipped foam. So to start off this recipe, I am going to start out with 2 ounces of fresh lemon juice. We won't need to double strain this at all because I strained it before when I was squeezing it out. Okay. And then the next thing, we're going to do maple syrup. So we're going to do 4 ounces of maple syrup. And then we need to thin it out a little bit. So we're going to be doing 6 ounces of water. Okay, so you've got a total of 12 ounces. Now you have to add the eggs. So we're going to do 4 egg whites in this recipe. And we're done. I will be right back. I gotta wash. No. Okay, so we've got our mixture here. Again, 4 egg whites, 2 ounces of lemon juice, 4 ounces of maple syrup, 6 ounces of water. I'm just gonna take a spoon and just gonna mix this up. Get everything incorporated. Just gonna fill her up. All right. Now, as you probably saw, a a lot of those egg whites were still kind of solid. So what we're going to do, once we close this up, I'm just going to give it a shake. Okay. And now that I have my nitrous cap that I left in the kitchen, we're going to do our first one here. And you're going to twist it until you really hear that satisfying release. Okay, and then I'm just going to shake it for about 10 seconds or so. Now, what you can do is you can chill this for an hour or so, and it'll be very much like a typical egg white foam like you would get from shaking in a shaker. But what I am going to do is I'm actually going to add a second charge, which is going to make the cream a little denser and a little more like actual whipping cream. It's not going to be the same, but it's going to be a little bit heavier. You can also do this if you really want to use your whipped cream right away. Chilling it definitely helps stabilize that foam, but if you're having a party and you need to really whip up a batch and your guests are already here, then as long as your vessel is well chilled first with ice, then you can do 2 and it'll come out okay. So that is basically it. So here you go. Got a little glass here. So kind of show you what this all looks like. You can release a little bit of the oxygen that's left, just real slow like. But it doesn't look like there is any. So here we go. My biggest thing on this, that I would highly recommend, is just take your time with the squeeze, because if you squeeze too quickly, it can come out considerably faster than you want it to. Just like that. So there you go. You have the maple lemon egg foam. And there you have it, the lemon and maple egg foam. So I've used this in a lot of different drinks, in whiskey sours, old fashions, pretty much anything bourbon or whiskey based, or anything that pairs well with maple. It's got a lot of uses. I've even used it as like a pancake topping, or put some of the foam on a plate to dip fruit and stuff in. It just has a ton of different uses. So I highly recommend it. I highly recommend getting one of these. There's a bunch of other things that you can do with it that are super cool and fun. I'm going to be showing different videos later on about that, so stay tuned. And also definitely stay tuned for my next video, because we're going to be doing some really cool stuff that I really hope to continue doing in the future. So definitely stay tuned for that, and I hope you like the video, and have a great day.